Hello, and welcome to the 2009-2010 RECON Rules tutorial. In today's episode, we're going to discuss boundaries, on-course boundaries. This could be a chalk line, as indicated by the course designer, or this could be, as you see here, this beautiful axial course boundary. Boundaries are always live. You will receive 10 points if your vehicle touches a boundary. If you step on a boundary such as this beautiful axial course boundary, you'll receive 10 points. We at RECON, and this changes throughout the country, throughout what club is hosting the competition you're attending, if it's a chalk line boundary, your vehicle cannot touch it. It is perfectly okay if a driver steps on that boundary, places his hand on that boundary. For us, this beautiful axial course boundary is the only boundary besides another banner that could be in play. Touch it, 10 points. Step on it, 10 points. It never dies. It's a continually resurrecting 10 points for the driver. This could be your worst nightmare, or it could be your best friend, depending on if you don't touch it. So, example number one. It's obvious the course designer has placed this boundary here to keep a driver from going straight on through and making this confidence building gate into a, oh my, this could get real ugly real quick gate. So as said driver negotiates this obstacle, he comes in through here, he utilizes his dig. This is obviously a 2.2 Pro driver on course, and he negotiates this boundary without a problem. So gate is clear, boundary is clear, no points assessed. The next example, the driver comes down, oh my, he hits the lower gate, that's 10 points. Now he gets to be a little nervous, oh, he hits the boundary, there's another 10 points. Now in this case, it is not okay to drive across the boundary. So now, not only does the driver have 10 points for the cone, 10 points for the boundary, the beautiful axial course boundary, he must now add more salt to the wound by taking a tactical reverse, getting back on course, and continuing on his way to possible potential podium finish. In this next scenario, the driver is manhandling the course. He negotiates the gate and the boundary. He gets excited. 10 points, driver, for touching the boundary. So, even though the vehicle, the gate, and the boundary was clear, the driver touched the boundary, still received 10 points. I hope that clarifies boundaries on course. One more example. If, let's say, the driver gets overzealous and he throttles up and he lands here and he flips over this boundary without touching it, that is considered hitting this boundary. The exception is the driver's on the outside of the boundary. Now, the driver's already accrued 10 points for pole vaulting over the boundary. This driver has a choice. He can stop time, take a reposition, take a touch, and bring it back to this gate because this gate was cleared. So he would stop time, acquire another 10 points, and the rig would be placed here. Or this driver can look at this situation, knows he already has 10 points. He can't get back on course provided he does it behind the area that he fell out of bounds. So as a driver, I'm going to take another point for a reverse. I don't want to get excited, cause another 10 points for hitting the boundary. I've already got 10 points. That makes 11. I'm going to negotiate my way back up here. And yes, I will be bringing gate 2 back into play. But in doing so, I am now back on course. Acquired another 10 points because I hit the boundary. I got a little nervous. And another reverse. And I'm carrying on. So that moment of confusion, excitement, adrenaline cost me 22 points. So every time you see a course boundary, take a deep breath. Make sure you blow it in a direction that might not blow dust off a course to alter that course. And do work. Don't hit the boundary. Continue on to a podium finish.